Let's go and paint a capybara. In this tutorial, we're going to go and paint a really cute watercolor capybara. So let's get started. We are going to start off with a piece of watercolor paper that is taped down, and the general shape of a capybara's face is almost like an oval that kind of goes up at an angle, along with also has a very small dip towards the bottom. So I'm just tracing out this very simple shape for the base, and now I'm going back to the lower portion of the capybara's mouth. The lower portion of the capybara's mouth is going to be recessed just a small amount, and it's going to have this little tiny lip at the side that is just slightly outwards. Now let's go and sketch the nose, and after the nose is sketched, we're going to go back and we're going to go and draw the ears. One ear can be fully seen from the side, the other is just a small little bit that you can see. Now we are going to go back to the nose, so we're going to draw this just half circle. This is going to be for where the nostril is, a little tiny dot below that. And above this, after that is sketched, we're going to go and draw a half circle, go around the outer portion, draw a half circle that is downwards. Now we're going to go and draw a very short separation between the two capybara's lips. Extend the line slightly. Now just go and stop it and make a cheek. And after that, we're going to draw a line up. This is going to be for where the eye is. You're going to draw a half circle at the top, and a little circle that is in the middle. Usually eyes are shaped very almond-like, but always have a reference up for this. After that, we're going to go back and just draw some little areas where we're going to put some fur, erase some of our lines, and then we're going to go over everything and just slightly erase it so you can only barely see these lines, clear it off, and we're going to go and wet the paper slightly. This is going to be for putting down some base color, and we're going to be starting off with a light brown. I ended up using a very small amount of yellow in the brown just to make it look a bit more tan. And with using watercolors, normally you want to stack the colors. You don't want to start too dark with the colors. You want to start off lighter and then slowly work your way up to the darker colors along with adding more detail. Before this layer goes and dries, and after you finish this base layer, we're going to go and add just a little bit of a darker amount of brown onto this upper portion. Now this is pretty dark starting off, but we're going to go and blend it before anything dries and settles in the paper. Capybara tend to have a little bit of a darker patch of fur towards where their nose is, so I want to go and definitely show this in the painting that I'm doing. Now I'm just blending out a bit more of this paint before everything dries, going and adding it to where the areas are for the lips. And I'm using the remainder of the paint that is on the paintbrush to go and create some little lines to make it look like the fur is starting to flow with the capybara. For this bottom portion here where the capybara's neck is, I'm going to go and put these lines down. I don't want them to fully dry, but I do want it to settle into the paper. So what I'm doing is I'm just wetting the surface of it, spreading it out a little bit, and I'm doing the same exact thing with this little portion here for where the capybara's under eye area is. And I really do feel like this looks pretty cool and makes it look like the fur has a lot more depth to it. I'm going back with more brown, just going and making some more lines. Now I'm taking some brown watercolor paint, and I'm just going to go and spread out some of the color here that's on the capybara's ears. I want it to have a spot kind of towards almost the middle and the outer portion where it's just slightly lighter. And as that dries, I'm going to the under eye of the capybara, putting down some gray. Let's let that set for a little bit, adding some more gray where the lips are, along with also just to go and add some more little lines for some fur. Then I'm going to go back up to here, blend this slightly, and I did want it to go and settle into the paper just a small amount, so that's why I gave it a couple of seconds, same thing where the lip is. And now we're going to start to really stack some of this color and add it in. I am using a more tan color now. I used a lot more yellow mixed with some of the brown that I had already, and I'm just adding some more highlights. We don't want this to fully dry, so before it fully dries, we're going to go and add some more brown into this area just to go and create a bit more shadow. And now where the gray is around the capybara's eyes, we're going to put down some yellow. And what I'm doing is I'm using my finger just to go and dab off some of this because I only want a small amount of this color, but I want it to look kind of faded. On the outer portion of the capybara's lips, I am using some darker brown. I'm going to go and blend this out a little bit. And I'm going to go and branch this up just slightly around where the nose is. Add a couple little areas that are darker towards the top, along with also just add some more darker lines for some fur. And now I'm going to move on to where the lips are. I'm creating these little tiny lines to make it look like there's more of a separation between the cheek and also the mouth of the capybara. Now to create some shadow, I'm using some watered down black. And I'm also creating this area of shadow. I'm going back to the chin with a very, very dark black, just to go and separate it and make it look a lot darker than the other areas, adding some shadow into the ears here. And after that, I'm going back over to the nose, putting shadow in the middle, along with also the top, and also just putting where some shadow would be for the nostrils. As that's drying, I am going back over to the eye. I am tracing around everything, and I'm going to leave a couple of areas in the center where it is just slightly lighter or doesn't have any color in it at all. This is important because you want to make it look like there's some light in the capybara's eyes, and of course, add some eyelashes. After that is done, we're going to go back and add a darker brown around the outer portion of the eye, make it look like there's some little tiny hairs that are here. Now we're going to go and add a bit more darkness to the nose. As that dries, we're going to go and move on to some highlights. So I'm putting some little tiny white lines that are going to be into the fur. I don't want to overdo it. I just wanted to put some little tiny ones, kind of spread them out a small amount. And after that has dried, we're going to go and work on the background. So I'm just making this blue. I put down a small amount of water, added the blue, let it spread out, and then I added some little tiny whiskers to the inner portion. While everything dried, I put down some highlights, and then finished everything up. After this is fully dried, it is safe to go and take off the tape. I used artist tape, but you still need to go really slow when you remove it. Here is the finished watercolor painting. I think it came out so incredibly cute. I hope you enjoyed this drawing tutorial. You can find other capybara related tutorials on my profile, like making a capybara pencil holder. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, take care and have a great one.